Now today marks the 10th anniversary of the disappearance of Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370, one of the greatest aviation mysteries.
After 10 years of uncertainty and non-stop investigation, there's a glimmer of hope in the ongoing search for answers about what happened to Flight MH370. It seems like there might finally be a breakthrough in solving the puzzle of the missing plane. Despite the years that have gone by, the longing for closure and the intrigue surrounding the mystery haven't diminished. And now, out of the blue, a fresh piece of evidence has surfaced. Stick around until the end as we delve into this latest development. Our tale begins on a chilly March morning in 2014, specifically at 12:41 a.m. on the 8th of March. Malaysian Airlines Flight 370, a sizable Boeing 777-200ER, was gearing up for its journey from Kuala Lumpur International Airport to Beijing Capital International Airport in China, a relatively short 6-hour trip. The aircraft, with the registration number 9 MMRO, had been in service for 12 years, piloted by the experienced 53-year-old Captain Zahari Ahmad Shah, accompanied by First Officer Farik Abdul Hamid, who was undergoing training. Alongside them were 10 more crew members, 227 passengers, including 5 children, representing a diverse mix of nationalities. As the plane ascended into the night sky, bound northeast over the South China Sea, it exchanged routine communications with Kuala Lumpur Air Traffic Control. However, upon entering Vietnamese airspace, it abruptly vanished from radar, its transponder ceasing transmission. This sudden disappearance baffled ground controllers and instilled worry. Adding to the mystery, there were no distress signals or reports of issues from the aircraft before its vanishing act. Around 1:30 a.m., both military and civilian radar in Malaysia picked up the plane again, but it had deviated from its expected course. In a perplexing series of maneuvers, it made a U-turn, headed southwest over the Malay Peninsula, then veered northwest across the Strait of Malacca. The reasons behind these unexpected actions remain unknown, sparking intense speculation about what might have transpired aboard Flight 370. During this time, another pilot attempted to establish contact with Flight 370, using an emergency channel to relay a message from Vietnamese airspace controllers. They urgently requested the Flight 370 crew to respond. Though some connection was made, the conversation was garbled, filled with static and unintelligible noises, adding to the confusion and unease. Then, during the typically tranquil early hours, a jolt occurred. At 2:22 a.m., Malaysian military radar lost sight of the aircraft over the Andaman Sea. The sudden disappearance from radar raised alarms, hinting at a potential disaster. Tensions heightened at 2:40 a.m. when air traffic controllers, tasked with monitoring aircraft, delivered distressing news to Malaysia Airlines. Flight 370 had vanished from their radar screens, leaving them blind to its whereabouts. Malaysia Airlines immediately launched a frantic search effort, reaching out to every possible source for assistance, including other air traffic controllers and airborne aircraft, desperate for any clue about the plane's location. As dawn broke at 5:30 a.m., the search intensified, focusing on the last known points of contact, the South China Sea and the Gulf of Thailand. The disappearance gripped global headlines, with numerous purported sightings surfacing. Later, fishermen, oil rig workers, and residents from various locales reported seeing an aircraft resembling Flight 370, offering detailed and unsettling accounts. Meanwhile, in the waters southeast of Wong, an oil rig worker witnessed flames in the sky, prompting Vietnamese authorities to launch a search and rescue operation. Indonesian fishermen added to the enigma with claims of seeing an aircraft descending near the Malacca Straits, further deepening the mystery. These disparate testimonies compounded the mystery surrounding Flight 370's disappearance, leaving a trail of unanswered questions and a relentless pursuit of truth. Initially focused on the South China Sea, search efforts pivoted dramatically when it was revealed that the plane had veered westward. This revelation expanded search areas to include the Strait of Malacca and the mysterious depths of the Andaman Sea, marking the beginning of a complex and ever-deepening mystery. As the search for Flight 370 unfolded, crucial clues emerged from satellite signals, offering cryptic glimpses into the plane's whereabouts. On March 15, 2014, Inmarsat disclosed crucial data suggesting two potential flight paths, one south, possibly leading to the desolate Indian Ocean southwest of Australia, and the other north, spanning from Vietnam to Turkmenistan. With search efforts yielding no results in previously scoured areas like the South China Sea, attention shifted dramatically to these new trajectories. However, doubts arose, especially regarding the plausibility of the northern route, given the extensive radar coverage across the region. Consequently, investigators dismissed this possibility, leaving the search area significantly expanded. On March 24, 2014, Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak delivered somber news. Analysis of the last signals indicated Flight 370's presence over the southern Indian Ocean, a vast expanse devoid of safe landing spots. This heartbreaking revelation suggested the plane, along with its 239 occupants, had likely met a tragic end, marking a devastating moment in aviation history. The ensuing search for Flight 370, spanning vast oceanic expanses, became the most expensive in aviation history, hampered by the remote and inaccessible nature of the search area. Despite a glimmer of hope sparked by reported black box beeps in April 2014, subsequent efforts, including submarine explorations, yielded no tangible results. A month after the disappearance, Malaysia's chief police officer disclosed that over 170 individuals, including families of the pilots and crew, had been interviewed. Captain Zahari Ahmed Shah became a central figure in the investigation, especially regarding suspicions of human intervention in the plane's fate. Disturbing rumors swirled about Zahari, with some suggesting he might have orchestrated a tragic end by deliberately crashing the plane. Investigations into Zahari's personal life revealed he was a married father of 3, with a notable interest in flight simulation. As inquiries progressed, Kuala Lumpur police collaborated with the FBI to thoroughly examine Zahari's flight simulator, yet no evidence linking him to nefarious intentions with Flight 370 surfaced. Attention then turned to the co-pilot Farik Abdul Hamid, whose attempt to make a phone call during the flight raised eyebrows. The call abruptly ended as the plane flew low over Malaysia's coastline, leaving the recipient and purpose of the call shrouded in mystery. Officials maintained silence on the matter, fueling speculation and conjecture surrounding this phone call. This speculation added another layer of darkness to the already intricate and somber narrative of Flight 370. Questions swirled about Farik's personal life, particularly regarding potential difficulties in his romantic relationships. Some suggested that he was so overwhelmed by personal turmoil that he saw this extreme and horrifying act as an escape from his own anguish. Farik wasn't just any pilot. He was a man deeply in love, on the verge of embarking on a significant new chapter in his life. Considering these aspects of his life, it's difficult to reconcile the idea that he would intentionally choose a path leading to such a tragic and final outcome.